Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm Amanda Grace, for the next few months anyway. I am the author of a dystopian trilogy as well as a retelling of the Robin Hood legend. Now that September is coming to a close and October is finally here, it's time to do some quarterly writing goals. What are quarterly writing goals, you may ask? They're simply goals that I make related to writing, editing, marketing, and the like. I do them every 3 months of the year because 3 months for me is a decent amount of time to edit a book or write a book or one of the other things on my list. I find making goals makes me much more motivated and productive. Having a list of goals to check off. Whoa, the air conditioning just turned off and it got really quiet in here. And putting that list out for the masses to shun me if I should fail is also a great motivator. Because I took a rather large break from doing these vlogs over the summer, I actually missed one of these videos. I did make writing goals for that quarter of the year, but I didn't do a vlog about it. So I'm going to breeze past that very quickly and just say that I got 3.5 of my 6 goals completed. Now, what did I do for last month? July through September. I wanted to get the official edit of Gizman done, which I did. I also noticed with this book that my editors work at very different paces. I also wanted to publish the story of Gizman, which I did. Of course, there was the book launch for the story of Gizman. I wanted to name the sequel to Return to Sherwood, which I did do. I also wanted to write the sequel, which I did a little bit of, little being like half a chapter, so that doesn't really count. However, now that we're moving into October and November and December, I have a plan for writing that story. We'll get to that. And I wanted to do my personal editing and rewriting of Return to Sherwood so that it's ready to give to my editors, which I did do. Of course, social media and vlogs, which surprisingly I've been amazing at. I think I did spectacularly. This is the first time I feel like, it might not be, but I feel like this is the first time I've ever made one of my quarterly writing goals videos and been able to say, I was so great, because usually I'm saying things like, next time I'll do it. But this time I did it. Now what am I going to do for the last 3 months of the year? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to write I Promise to Keep, which is my working title for Return to Sherwood sequel. Explore and become familiar with Ingram Spark, since that is the platform that I'm going to be using in the future to publish through. So I should probably know what I'm doing. Also going to start changing everything to say Mandy rather than Amanda. So that would be my website and YouTube and my blog and all the things will start to say Mandy Grace. I want to outline The Cure, which is a fantasy novel I've sort of been working on for a while, but not really focused on it. And of course I want to do world building for The Cure as well because, you know, it's a fantasy world and I need to know all about it. And social media and vlogs. And if I come up with anything else, I will add it to my list. So those are my 6 goals for the last 3 months of the year. There may be more. As I go through each quarter, I often add things to my list. In November, for NaNoWriMo, I am intending to write A Promise to Keep, which is the sequel to Return to Sherwood. October will probably have some more prepping and outlining of that story. I have already outlined it and done all my character profiles and everything. 1, because it's a sequel, and 2, because I was already writing it, but I only have 4 chapters and I haven't made it very far. So, I'm going to be doing that for NaNoWriMo. There may be work that goes into getting ready for that. I don't know. If there is, I'll add it to my list. Writing goals aside. There will be a link in the description where you can find my website, as my Robin Hood series, which is now complete, and my full dystopian trilogy. There's also links to all my social medias down below. It's always helpful if you like this video and subscribe to see future videos. I post once a week with videos about writing and my personal writing journey and, you know, what it means to be an indie author, etc. I don't really do writing tips and advice anymore. I may sometimes, but it's not really something that I'm great at, so I'm sort of avoiding those videos for now. In the meantime, happy writing, everybody!